So he's very modest and very nice. I like it. This is actually taking the man teach me something about looking at abstract images. He made this painting. It is about 3.5 years ago. Normally we travel with the truck and we travel through different countries, and this is where we ask artists to make a painting about Holland. But then our truck broke down completely and I was kind of depressed. What to do now? Well, some friend of mine, she saw this exhibition and presentation, and she said, you must continue because this is actually unique. There is beautiful paintings and you have very nice stories. And I say, but how to continue if we cannot travel? And she said, why don't you invite the world in Netherlands? Because the whole world also lives in Netherlands. That was an interesting idea. And we did. Within 6 months, we have invited 84 nationalities living in Holland. Artists from all these different countries. And one of them was Vaishwik. And Vaishwik, he had 2 strong remarks. First he said, I heard you want to travel all around the world. Okay, I will participate, but then you must also come to India. Okay, we accepted this condition. And secondly he says, this is the painting I made. The painting is called Color Saga, the story of the colors. Because my country has changed. 20 years ago, this was when Vaishwik came to Holland, this was a very tolerant country. And we accepted all different people because we didn't mind if you were black or yellow, if you were strong or weak, we accepted people the way they are. But now, after everything that happened and the world changed many times, and Holland also changed many times, Holland is not like this anymore. People are starting to make trouble. There is Muslim people, there is this kind of people, and we put them in little boxes and we say this is this and this is this, and we are making segregation of our mind and of our society. And Vaishwik, being a person with a foreign background in the Netherlands, he noticed as one of the first. That's why he made this painting, Color Saga. We take this one. I start with all the jokes up front so we can end up very serious. But this one actually is a painting from Henk Vis. And Henk Vis, he is one of the biggest artists from Holland. He's a sculpturist. He's 2'6", and he also makes very small cartoon kind of drawings, and he's a nice man. And he heard that we make this red selection. The third selection, the red selection, is called The World at Home. All artists from my hometown, I know. And he came 1 minute before deadline time. We are already in the studio of the photographer to make pictures, and there he rings and he says, I also make my painting. He says, 1 minute to 12, I didn't waste any time. I make this painting, you see a man with flower. He says, I think the image speaks by itself. I hope it doesn't bring any useless questions. Children in the classroom don't know what to say, and also the grown-up people on the festival day. Actually, to go really into serious stuff, we must go to the other room. But this is actually already very serious. Sometimes we are with the truck on a festival, and then I tell 5 stories to explain to people what is going on. And then I say to the people, please, you point one painting because I don't know where to continue and I don't know where to stop. So I ask the audience, point out a painting. So that helps me a little bit to continue, and this is nice interaction with the audience. And then some people, they ask me, can you tell me something about the elephant? And I say, what else? They say, this elephant. Elephant? I thought an elephant was fat. Actually, the man who made this painting, he says this is an elephant from 1545. And I look at him, what do you mean? He says, because it is a Dutch painter who made this in 1545. And in that time, there is no video cameras, there is no photo cameras, there is only storytelling. The most ancient form of art. And then, so somebody told this Holland artist about the animal with the very big ears and with the trunk and with the very big teeth and with the... But he forgot to say that that it was fat also. And then the artist who made this painting as a reproduction in 2007, he says, you know, actually this is a painting for imagination. I hope that the audience can see whatever they want in this painting. I mean, some might say this is an elephant, but if you would come to me and tell me, can you tell me something about the rabbit? I would do exactly the same. Amsterdam. And he made this painting and he says, you know what happened to me? At first I must say, I'm a hyperactive child. So I cannot sit still. When I start, I must continue, I must continue. And then, you asked me to make a painting about hope. You know, actually I hoped that my youth was a little longer. And I look at him, what do you mean? You hope for something in the past that was different as it was? And he says, yes, you know, because what happened? First I was a child, like everybody. Normal. And then I realized fantasy is the strongest thing there is. That was my youth. But then very soon after, I learned that reality is even stronger. And I was a grown-up man. So my youth took very short. And then I started this painting with the idea, I hope my youth will take a little longer. But since I'm a hyperactive child, what happens? Well, I say, actually, if you see it like this, actually you are right. Actually, that's correct. And then he says, I heard it must be about hope because he wanted to tell stories about it everywhere in the world. And hope is everywhere in the world. He said, you are very well informed. He says, thank you, and you have a lovely idea about your speech. And he gives me this brown envelope, and I take this out of the brown envelope. I look at this painting and I think by myself, oh my God, what have I done? And I didn't say that to the man, so I don't know what to say to the man, so I didn't look at him, and I say, I remember I said something like, I see a lot of energy. And the guy started laughing and says, come on, man, cut the crap. I'm a teacher, I can explain it very easy. At first, keep the painting upside down. Okay. Since then, we keep the painting upside down. And he likes it better like that. And then he says, hey man, this painting is called space. Okay. He says, I think that is what you're looking for. He says, I hope you find it. That was amazing. The guy just gave right physically in our hands what we had to go and discover the next 10 years of our lives. And he just gave it in our hands. That was amazing. He really teach me, let's say, to accept and to comprehend abstract thinking and abstract painting. Very nice, young abstract. And then he says, some people think these old men and women, they now must make the choice to go left or right. But he says, no, 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 no. Once they hoped to live together, and once they made the choice to do so, so they will go left or right together whatsoever. Here you see hope and choices in progress for already 30, 40, 50 years. And this is painting of Helena Vatanen. She's from Finland, from the same selection as Vaishwik and Art. She is a Finnish woman. She lived in Holland in that time. And she made this painting, and we came to her house, and sometimes these artists are very nonchalant about that painting. Some of them, they are very pretty. This is what I mean, be careful. But she says, here, this is what I mean. You want a cup of tea? I said, yeah, sure, I want a cup of tea, but please let us see. It's very nice. Yeah, well. Yeah, interesting. And I have no idea at all. So after a few minutes, I said to him, thank you very much for your painting. And he starts laughing. He says, hey, man, I'm